Seong-Jae could not stop thinking about what Malcolm had said on the flight. Not even after they had fallen quiet, leaning against each other to drowse for the brief flight from California to Oregon, feeling like they had barely taken off before they were landing, dragging their luggage down from the overhead bin, and heading out through the terminal at Portland International to pick up the rental car Aanga had booked for them.
Maybe he just wants to keep killing, until he gets caught, or until something kills him.
Was that why the suspect was escalating his kill cycle, and no longer following a pattern of years between kills counted out by the number on the Fibonacci sequence? Was he on a last suicide run, and taking as many victims with him as he could before he met his end? It would make targeting Cindy Carmichael even more plausible, with that line of reasoning. The killer was not only tying up loose ends, he was seeking to finish his body of work, and finish it quickly, bringing it to an end before he met his end. Leaning against the window of their rented Honda, an obnoxiously red thing, he missed Malcolm's Camaro, Seong-Jae frowned as he idly watched Portland's tree-lined streets slip past in the morning sunlight. "When we get back," he murmured, "we should revisit the suspect histories, look for people with a history of unfinished projects, unfinished lives, things that were cut off short, careers, education, relationships, dreams. We may find a pattern there." Malcolm glanced at him from the driver's seat.
What are you thinking?"
"I am not yet sure," Seong-Jae said. "But what you said about not wanting to blend in, I cannot forget it. It is like a musician putting on the last grand concert of his career."
"He wants to go out with a bang," Malcolm said. "But why, do you think? He's not that old. He's still got plenty of years to stretch out his retirement. If he was a bit more discreet, he can enjoy himself for quite some time."
"Maybe," Seong-Jae said, but it did not feel right. None of this felt right. But there is the fact that even if he is not particularly aged, he is still growing old enough to be less physically capable of assaulting his victims. You pointed that out as the driver behind escalating his cycle.
"A possible driver,"
Malcolm countered.
"It might not be the only one. He's smart. He's smart enough to understand complex mathematics, to figure out how to use torque and friction to sever bone and clean lines with extremely simple tools, to stage crime scenes so that blood spatter imitates fractal patterns, to pass through multiple states unknown. Someone that smart would be able to continue killing well into his old age by altering his methods to account for physical infirmity, instead of just not killing at all."
"Kill smarter, not harder?"
"Something like that,"
Malcolm said. "What is smart about killing a man, then suspending his body in a block of ice?" Seong-Jae asked.